I contracted it, and I got ill. And initially, I thought it was just a normal cold, but then the experience, which is sort of like had, was that I couldn't breathe. So I think that's the bit which I had normal chills and everything, so just a normal cold. But then at night I couldn't really breathe, and I had really heavy chest, couldn't smell, couldn't taste anything. I lost appetite, and because I couldn't breathe, I find it difficult, and I had to sort of call the ambulance, the night, before, and then the ambulance came the next day morning, and then when they did all the tests and checked my levels, oxygen levels, they thought, oh, hang on a minute, my oxygen levels were really low, and then I was put on oxygen and sort of taken to the A&E department straight away. And even then, I still sort of thought, well, it's not COVID, There was a ward with about 8 people, so like all with COVID symptoms, and we were actually sort of labeled the COVID ward. I didn't know I was going to call it COVID ward with the COVID menu as well for the food, which I find very interesting, very funny. But then, my symptoms I thought was quite mild because, again, I thought it was youngish and physically fit. But then when I looked all around me, everybody was like in a very worse state than I was, in terms of coughing, in terms of not even able to sort of turn, and really, really not even able to breathe. I went to the hospital in March. My dad went to hospital end of March. I came out of it. He didn't come out of it. Because I've been involved in not developing the vaccines, but I've been working with vaccines, so I know how the vaccines are developed. And the initial, I think the barriers were that, it's taken so quickly to develop it, but that's science. If you don't understand the science, you don't actually know how vaccines can be developed very quickly, so, and I think that was what some people had barriers, but that wasn't a barrier to me. You believe that flu goes around and cold goes around, don't you? You don't see it, but you know that it goes around. So this is the same thing in this COVID. You don't see it, but it's around in the air. And vaccination, it just provides you a bit of protection against what's going around.